What's up, guys? Zach here. We are getting ready for the ACRL League race on Donington. It's going to be 60 minutes. I've put myself into split number 2 and I qualified in 7th. So we're going to be starting in 7th and hopefully we can just keep it clean in turn 1 and have some good racing. I really don't know what to expect. I don't really know what goals to have for myself. You know, a top 5 would be good, but I think I'd be happy with a top 7. You know, just maintaining where I'm at would be fantastic. You know, no spins, consistent laps, things like that. So, yeah, so pretty,
Good luck, everyone.
pretty minimal
Yeah,
wish
good luck.
list for
Good
the
luck.
race. I don't know how much I'm going to be commenting. I'm going to have to be concentrating. So, so we'll see how that goes. I might be more chatty if there's not a lot of pressure, or less chatty if I feel like I'm concentrating a lot. So, yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I really have no idea what my pit strategy should be. I was given some advice to go as long as I could and only put in about 20 liters and, you know, maintain the same tires. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to do. Although I don't think my tires are going to hold up well enough for that. I don't really envision myself running well with no tires on this car. So I probably am going to swap out the tires, but I have a couple different pit setups that I can use. I just hope I have enough fuel because that would be a terrible way to start my first race. Now, this is the second race of the ACRL. I missed the first race because of a Steam ID mix-up, so I could not actually join the server, and by the time we figured out what the problem was, it was too late. So here we go. I'm probably worse on starts with this than I am I came in. But we'll see. It's like a decent start. Let's move to the outside. All of the leaders go wide. Hopefully. Thanks, guy. Appreciate that. He made up much worse on that than I did. I don't think I did anything wrong there. Hard to say. No. Not the way I wanted the race to. I do not want to go too wide into the chicane, so I'm not gonna try to race that guy down the back straight. Wow, that was terrible. Awful through the chicane, but I've always been awful through the chicane, so it's nothing new. Now that the first lap jitters are out of the way, let's see if we can put down some good consistent laps. This is Donington. It's a mod track for Assetto Corsa. I don't remember who did it, but I am really enjoying it. I think whoever they are, they did a fantastic job. And I do not want to be going through wide down the back straight. took that position. He clearly did not want to fight me for that either. So I appreciate that, Howard. Thanks a lot. So I'm pretty happy with the race so far. I mean, obviously the some lap one shenanigans that getting two sideways turn lap one, that was pretty bad. Because it is an hour and I do have tires to worry about, so. I do not want to be slipping and sliding around. Definitely bad for the tires, so I'm trying to keep them going as long as I can. If I can avoid changing the tires, then that's really where I want to be. Do not want to change the tires. Of it. Just gonna have to relax and let him go. Next time that happens, I can't pass there without a greater delta, greater speed delta than that. So. I don't want to hit him. There are penalties in ACRL. I do not want to collect any. So we're just going to continue to race smooth. Put pressure on him, which I think I'm doing a good job of. Wait till he makes a mistake severe enough that I can capitalize on it. I'm not worried about losing time to the guys ahead of him or anything like that. I'm gonna back out of that. Oh, I do not want to. Did not want to do that, and he broke. I was trying to brake early and he broke at the same time I did. That's not how that's supposed to work, man. A little wide. But again, there's just, I cannot get around. I'm just gonna have to wait for him to make a serious mistake. He's making little tiny mistakes. Just can't quite get around him. I'm trying to race him clean. You know, he went wide there, so I gained, but it's just not enough. And then he's got weird lines and weird break, not weird, but just different break points that I'm used to, and so it's throwing my rhythm off. I know I've got a couple cuts earned. So he keeps taking that wide, but I don't quite have the speed to get in there, and I can't dive bomb. that I would want to, I'm just saying. That's not an option. That's all I'm trying to say. So, I'm just putting it right here. See, he's killing my momentum with his shifts and his braking. And some of the more accomplished racers might be like, hey, why don't you pit? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. And there we go. That was an unsafe rejoin. Appreciate that, buddy. Luckily, just took him out more. Didn't take me out with him, so. Oh, come on. Okay. Now all this pitting nonsense is over. We don't have to worry about pitting early. I'm pretty sure I can pit any time. Like the fuel tank will hold the fuel I have in there. And the fuel I need, I mean, so I can pit at any time. Not an issue. The question is when. This race is going okay. A couple of really dumb mistakes. Got knocked a couple times, one possibly my fault. And then two, I think two. Maybe just one more. That were definitely not my fault. Then I ran off the track a couple times and there we go. Here we are. Now all I really want to do is not get lapped, not get blue flagged. That's another goal that I would really like to accomplish today. Come on. Because getting lapped is kind of an uncomfortable thing for both parties, I think. Done poorly can wreck both people's race. So this guy behind He's faster than me. So I'm not going to go defensive. I'm just going to let him, drive how he wants to drive. If he can get around me, more power to him. I'm just not at a spot where I feel like defending is going to do me any good or him. The race is still very early. Lots of time left. So I don't really feel the need to try to block him, take the inside line, any of that stuff. And maybe I finally got the corner right back there. That corner I struggle with a lot. That and the chicane are my worst ones. I'm not saying that I'm great at the others, but if you had to pick two areas of the track where you're like, hey man, where can you really pick up some time? It's the chicane and that section. But again, we're not trying to run the fastest lap out here. We're not trying to win. We're trying to run nice, consistent, error-free laps. That's really all I'm concerned with. Run a nice, clean race. Be a good competitor. So, the guy in front of me is 8 seconds up, and the guy behind him is 7 seconds back. So, this is the race. This is, this is the race right here for me. This is, I don't really have a chance to catch anyone else unless there's some sort of pit strategy. Which I have no idea how to employ correctly. So, if I can't keep this guy behind me, and I don't think I can, then I don't really, there's not really much else for me to do in this race, just, clean consistent laps, etc., but there won't be anybody to race against. And I don't want that. But again, I'm not blocking him, I'm not taking defensive lines. If John can pass me, he can, let him pass me. If he can't, then he can't. He might be doing the same thing that I was doing earlier with Howard. Just waiting for me to make a mistake. And if I can stay clean, then he's going to have to push. Or come pit time, if he says, hey, no tires, and I'm getting tires. And that's going to be how he's going to leapfrog me. I don't know. I don't know what John's thinking. It's interesting, though, the strategy that comes into play. It's an hour long. And that's the glory of it all, It's like, if we're running a 10-lap race, it's over. There's no strategy. There's no strategy. You run 10 laps, you push as hard as you can, and then after that, you're done. And he's got to run. faster. No point in me wrecking him wrecking me. So I'm gonna let him go. Maybe I can learn from him. You know, he's faster. So let's find out why. And if I had to guess, I'd say it's because he's smoother. You know, I made a small, tiny mistake. Just enough for him to catch it back, go by me, with the slipstream and everything factored into. So but at least I feel like I'm keeping him honest. You know, he didn't just run away with it. He took it. And I'm right here. You know? He's got to drive well enough for me to not pass him, so. Which is the most obvious thing I've probably ever said. But all I mean is that he can't really slack off. He's got to keep pushing. You know, keep going clean, consistent. Unless I start being driving closer. Which I kind of am a little bit. That those last few corners, I kind of let my focus down. But if you look at the corners, like our brake points are very similar. Our driving line is very similar. And again, I give him that because I don't want to wreck. You know, John and I were having a good race. And I'm doing this as, you know, it's fun competition. It's a good race. It's, you know, I'm enjoying it. But it's also just about the experience, being in a pack, racing with a bunch of guys. How's the car handling? How am I doing? Thanks, FDR. And one thing I don't want to do, so John has pulled a little bit of a lead on me. Probably let him go a little bit too much on the chicane. So that's my chance. If he, excuse me, if he makes a mistake there, coming out of the, it's gonna be a cut. I feel like I've got 3 or 4. Potentially more. I'm not 100% sure. I was pretty good about keeping out of them in practice. I didn't cut very much. don't know how many times I lost that exact thing in practice. And I've got to stop sliding around. My tires are just going to die. And I don't want to do all this work keeping up with John just to lose it to some cuts. You know, especially since we're not halfway done yet, so I've already accumulated more than half the number you can get without a penalty, so be careful. I'm enjoying racing John, though. This is perfect because he is almost identical skill levels to me. Oh, no. Oh, that was close. That was close. Oh, I would have been heart sick if I would have cost him that. That really would have. That really would have just made me sick to my stomach. Again, guys, you know, it's just be clean. You know, I mean, we're having such a great race, fighting back and forth, long fight, laps and laps, really enjoying it. And then something stupid like that, I mean, come on, that's just... There's no excuse for it if I would have hit him, so... It might be in my imagination, just a bad corner, but it feels like I can feel the tires kind of dying. I don't know if that's my imagination or if that's an actual thing, but wow, does it really feel like... Tires are going off a little bit. But on the plus side, I'm also losing fuel, so I can accelerate faster. Whoa, come on, stupid. If you're gonna take a peek at your fuel, do it on the straight. What the whole world? So this is axis. Blue flag. Jumps the chicane to get out of the way, I guess. And that's why you don't want to get lapped right there. It's tough. It's tough to be that guy and somebody who's still racing is coming up on you. You're still, you know, you're in a battle probably, perhaps. You don't want to give up time to the guy in front of you. So you're still pushing, but you got to let the guy behind get through cleanly. You don't want to ruin his race. I mean, it's all about being considerate to the guy behind you, right? So, boy, is it tough sometimes to find a good spot to let him by. We just put together a pretty solid lap here, where John did not have a great lap. So he's going to take the defensive inside line. And I'm going to let him take the defensive line. You know, I feel like we're both racing. pretty good now. That is tough for me. And see, that's the kind of thing I need to practice, because you know, his braking points are just so much different than mine. And then I get caught out. And then I think I missed that last one. That wasn't his fault. That was just me. Not really focusing on my line. But I am thoroughly enjoying this battle with John here. This is about as best as I could hope for. I mean, you know, like, just me and him, mano-y-mano. It's almost like it is just the two of us. Because in a way it is, we're very isolated. The person in front of John is way in front of John, and the person behind me is way behind me, so... Like I said, this is our race. This is it. I either beat John and get fourth, or I don't get fifth. Or I really mess up. And get something else entirely. Boy, you know, if I could just... I feel like this turn, I'm much better than John at. If I could just nail the chicane, I'd have him. If I could just nail the chicane. Alright, so I got 13 laps. Come on, John. Come on, John. I mean, I'm a little upset at that contact. I don't think John was doing it on purpose. I just... It's hard. You know, it's hard. You practice most of your practice time, most of my practice time was practicing the racing line. I don't really practice the non-racing line. So, frustrating John got into me, but I don't think it was intentional. I'm almost positive of that. And he's gonna pit. Awesome. So essentially, since my race is against John, I need to know if he took tires. That's what I need to know. And there's not really any way for me to know that. Because tires take... I don't even know how long the tires take. So I have no idea to know how I'm supposed to know if John took tires or not. What I do know... Thanks, don't panic. Still kind of screwed me up a little bit, but that's alright, brother. I appreciate the effort, I really do. And I think I'm going to do what I kind of planned to do all along. Take tires. you know, they are going off, and I'm just not that interested in going 15 laps on bald tires. But I would like to try! Don't panic, I'm catching out with my strange braking points. And see, that's what kind of sucks about it, is because he can't really... Technically, he's not supposed to challenge me. He has to hope I'm faster than FDR crippled legs, and then come in behind me and kind of use me to get to where he wants to go. But yeah, I'm definitely going to take tires. The left rear is the most important tire, and it is the worst. I feel like if I go too much longer, it's going to be even worse than that. I mean, it's going to be too worse for me to drive, I guess is what I'm saying. We're off the track. Two guys off the track. Oh, it's Howard, right? Can't look at the... No, Larry. I thought that was Howard. Do Larry and Howard have the same skin? And also, Diego behind me is killing me. I don't know what he's doing other than killing me. But yeah, the guy, he is much faster than I am. I really wanted to get 4th place. I was really looking forward to it. I don't think it's gonna happen though. No, get off it. See? You know? So, Diego, I'm gonna let you by, sir. I can't tell you that. Please go back, please go back. Goodbye. Thank you. That's just a strategic decision. You know, obviously it cost me a place. I didn't want to lose the place, but he's much faster. And it's easier for me to follow, you know? I'm going to get a slipstream off of him. Or in his line. Just kind of relax, you know. Now, I also lost time to Jan, but I think that's going to be unavoidable as well. I think Jan is also going to have my number here. top 5. I'm sure that wasn't nearly as frictionless as Diogo wanted. Just gotta catch lap traffic at good spots, you know. And Larry's pushing hard. He's not really wanting to just pull over. And I'm not faulting him for that. I don't either. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. Jan also had some issues. Because he should have ran right by me there, and he was way behind me. So thank the Lord for that. So maybe if we can just keep praying that Jan keeps having issues. And I'm kind of going back and forth on the whole tire change thing. I mean, for sure my tires are acting not good. For sure. But are they manageable? Are they manageable? I'm not so certain that they're not. I mean, I'd have to be, you know, half a second faster lap every lap. Fresher tires. But so my thing is not that. That's 4 laps. 4 laps. I got 4 laps to make up my mind. That's a secondary consideration to me. My main consideration is spinning out. Excuse me. If I can't drive around without spinning out, I have to change tires. Have to. Can make it around without spinning out. Then it's just a matter of how much do I trust myself with bad tires. And the thing about the tires is, if you think about it, like every lap they're a little bit worse, but you're used to it. You know, like if you went out on fresh tires and banged out a couple quick laps, and then you put these dogs that I got on there, that'd probably be pretty tough. I don't know, I'm just saying. But since every lap they're going down by a minuscule amount, I'm kind of getting used to it every lap, hopefully. Work in my favor. Larry is racing really well. I don't know how he got back around 13th. And I say really well, I mean he's beating me, but I'm not good. So I don't know. I got through. I really got 2 laps. 2 laps to make a decision. What I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go no tires. It's probably dumb. It's gonna irritate me when I spin out on the last lap and lose 3 spots. Thanks, Larry, sort of. Not the best place. take it. You better let me have that place back after that dive bomb. Jeez. But to his credit, he did give it back. So, thanks for almost taking me out. And then not, I guess. I'm just going to let him go. I don't... If that's how he's going to race, I'm not really wanting a part of that. I'm about to pit anyway, so... Another cut! Why? I don't think that could have gone any worse. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I'm getting fresh tires whether I run them or not, because my pit box is right there, and obviously I don't have time to switch my pit strategy. So, we're going to lose lots of spots. I have fresh tires, but they're very cold. So here's a phenomenon I had not anticipated. It's kind of the reverse. I have brand new tires. I don't know how to use them anymore. I've been babying the others so long. And who was I fighting? John. Which, when I was pitting, I was not really looking at the real time. So I don't know where John may be or may not be. He's not on my board. And right now I'm going to finish one down from qualifying. So that's you know, what did I say before the stream started? Or right when the stream started, I should say. Top 10. Consistent laps. No huge mistakes. And there's still time for a big, huge mistake. But I gotta admit, guys, this race, it's not over. Not over, obviously. Lots of fun. Had some good battles. Let some guys go. Made some mistakes. Capitalized on some mistakes. But overall, just a blast. Definitely worth it, guys. Definitely worth it. A lot of prep time went into this. I'm not gonna lie. For as bad as I am, I know I ran 200 laps on this course with this car. It's probably more than that. But you look at it and you go 200 laps to come in 8th? Yeah, man, 200 laps to come in 8th. Because this is an hour, just an amazing hour right now. I just can't, I mean, it's not over. Pit stop was terrible. Definitely should have practiced that more. But just the environment, the excitement. I mean, turn 1, I thought I was going to be in first place. Everybody was throwing their car into the dirt. It was amazing. I am super pumped right now. I guess, I don't even know why. Now, I do feel like I might get a cut penalty, which is a little disappointing. I don't know how many cuts I've had. I feel like it's supposed to, well, I know it's supposed to tell you. And it hasn't been. What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, FDR. I'll accept that. Thank you, sir. You know, I would have preferred him to stay on the racing line and swing out wide. Unless the inside is his racing line. And then I can't fault him one bit. Man, I'm so bad at that chicane. So I got 7th now. Somebody must have pitted. Or, I don't think anybody died. I would have seen it. Somebody pitted. And now I'm back up in 7th. Man, this night just keeps getting better and better. I hope you guys can tell that is genuine excitement in my voice. I mean, why I'm so excited for getting 7th, I don't know. But it's awesome. Guys, go join the league, man. Yeah, it's a time commitment. I understand that. But this is the most fun I've had racing. I've had some good races with some other guys online. Not to take anything away from those races. Those were a lot of fun too. But there's just something about an hour. Pit strategy. Just time. Time to reel in Tim, if I can remember to shift gears. You know? I mean, I got 9 minutes. Odds are I can not catch him. But if I just run clean, smooth, and he doesn't, I could easily pick up another place, guys. Easily. Maybe he hasn't pitted yet. I don't know what he's done. Not done. That was a shift too early. See, now that was pretty good. He got off track a little bit. He came back onto the racing line, and it was obvious what he was going to do, I think, for the most part. Yeah, good for him. I'm gonna accept. I'm gonna say that's the way I prefer it personally. I don't know about everybody else, but he didn't do anything crazy trying to get out of the way, anything like that. So, thanks Woodchuck. And in general, all the blue flag guys have really been outstanding, doing their best to get out of the way. In my opinion, I think one of them might have caused an accident. I did see a blue flag guy and a non-blue flag guy off in the grass, but I didn't see how they got there, so I'll withhold judgment. And guys, on the tires, I mean, I really didn't have much of a choice in the matter, but I'm happy I got them. I'm happy I got them. You know, maybe it cost me a place. Probably cost me a place. I think without changing tires, I'd be ahead of Tim Tim. Whatever. Whatever. I'm really enjoying the driving right now. I don't have to baby the car around the track. I can drive it kind of hard. And, you know, get my foot down on the accelerator, which is my preferred driving style. So, yeah, it's slower. Okay. But for me, it's better. Not for everybody, perhaps. But for me. And all I need is one mistake. One good mistake. You know, if Tim makes a good, decent mistake, for me, good for me, obviously, I could easily catch him. I'm just gonna have to be a pretty severe mistake. Guys, I really am loving this race. Really am. I'm really enjoying the league. Can't believe how much fun it is. An hour of racing, I mean. It's a lot. A lot of racing. My hands are a little sore. Like I said, I probably ran at least 200 laps around this track in this car. At least. And I still can't even get into the split one. What's that about? But no, it's so much fun. This race has been so much fun. I accomplished my goals. Started exactly where I stopped. Or I'm going to finish hopefully exactly where I started, so. And I really didn't make any gigantic mistakes. The couple mistakes I made, I didn't go flying off into the grass. I didn't lose more than a few seconds. I'm pretty sure. There may be one racing incident at the very beginning where maybe you could say I should have backed out. That's tough. But I think I've accomplished my goals today. I think I have. What I've really done is gotten a lot of experience. Got a lot of experience for the next one. Yeah, driving cost me a couple tenths there, but that's alright, buddy. I got 2 laps probably. 3. Maybe 4. Depending on how the leaders are running. 4 laps potentially to catch this guy. But I'm not trying to catch this guy. What are you saying? Are you mad? No, I'm not mad. I have had a blast of a race. I'm not going to ruin it by over-driving the car. I'm going to let him make a mistake. He's already made several. Otherwise it wouldn't be this close. And I don't think he took tires. I have to believe that he did not take tires. Come on, Stoffer, get on the track, brother, come on! Pay attention. Alright, I got enough fuel. I'm going to stop looking at my fuel. I have plenty. Good to see all that math I learned in school paid off for the fuel calcs. I did overfill a little bit on purpose. Like I said. I think I said this. nothing worse than running out of fuel. Because everybody passes you. Everybody, I think everybody passes you. Maybe if I lap somebody twice, maybe then I get a reprieve. Depending on exactly when I run out again. This is Santa Claus, same guy, so... Oh, come on, guy. Get out of the way! Are you kidding me? And that's the same guy that was off in the grass. With the other guy. Come on, stop racing me, guy. What are you doing? Wow. Wow. I don't even know what to say there. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm coming up on Tim like nobody's business. Santa Claus is like, oh, pardon me. You don't mind if I get in the way, do you? Oh, not at all, Santy. Golly. Well, I'm still happy. Doesn't matter. Let me just focus. One more lap, I think. Maybe two. Come on, Tim. Come on, Tim. Mess up, brother. Mess up. The thing is, even if I catch him, there's no way I can get past him, I don't think. But Santa Claus, when I stuck his big fat hood in the way, I'd be right on him. I would be right on him. I gotta get a good run here. Power down. Slipstream? Nope. Just enough. Just enough. Awesome race. Awesome race. So excited by that. Okay guys, I just wanted to watch a little bit of replay footage while I just wrap things up here. So, you know, I said things during the race, during the heat of the moment that might have seemed correct, but after watching the replay, things were not quite as cut and dried as I might have thought in the moment. So, if I got things wrong, if I said things I shouldn't have, or, you know, just said something that was stupid, I apologize in advance. And overall, I had a great race. I really didn't have very many complaints, except that last sequence at the end there. But overall, just a great race, and not to take anything away from anyone. I really think everything went really well. Thanks to the guys in charge of ACRL for putting this on. And in a couple weeks, we'll do it all again for Zandvoort. Look forward to seeing you guys then.